Bonjour! So we're back in Sunset Valley, and for this episode, I'd like to do. So I'm in the middle of my Victorian phase, I guess. We're close to Halloween, so I thought it would be nice to do I think it's called like Goth Manor. We'll see when we go in Edit Town, but yeah, I'd like to do this lot. It's going to take me like 2 episodes, but I'm guessing the episode is going to be quite long, so let's check that house first in Edit Town. So yeah, I was like, I suppose it's a Victorian architecture. Yeah, it is. So, so it's a big lot, 60 by 60. The biggest is 64 by 64. I'm not sure there is one in town. Yes, there is, just next door. So this one is 60 by 60. It's the Goth family, and they are gloomy apparently. Only 3 bedrooms, just as many bathrooms. Okay, antiquated Victorian elegance has been preserved exquisitely in this landmark home, the first home built in this town. Goth Manor presides over the town and is located in convenient proximity to the local graveyard. So I think it's the perfect lot to tackle for Halloween. Let's have a closer look. Okay, so I'm actually not sure of what is the front of the house, because the garage is there, but it's an annex, and then there is like a front porch here, but then there is no. So maybe since it said that it's an old house, maybe it was supposed to be like where the carriages would go. Yeah, the front of the house is supposed to be there, of the lot, sorry. The front of the lot is there, but the front of the house is definitely there. But then, because that's one heck of a gate here, just taking in the details. Okay. And then there is like something of a trail, but not very much marked here, leading to the cemetery there. There are quite a few details, but they are a bit lost in the texture. The shingles there. I don't know. I don't think I'll keep them, or maybe in part of the building. So there is like a greenhouse here. Oh, okay. So that's the stone texture is that one. See, I was a bit lost. I thought that it was also shingle walls there, but no. I guess I'm going to add like a trim somewhere and maybe not use the same texture. I like that there are like random balconies here and there, and the roof is very interesting. So that area over there, and that I like this one. It looks like a bit of like a hat, 2 hats, one on top of the other. I might put it like have like it more of a square corner here, because it's too much in diagonal. Okay, so that's the family's graveyard, private graveyard, which is pretty cool. It looks quite neat, well maintained. Ooh, I like what they did there. So I'm guessing I'm going to go full gothic and use a lot of items from, again, I'm guessing Supernatural, and also I've got the movies stuff back, so maybe items from there too, because one of the theme there is like gothic vibes. Ooh, I like that side garden here. Very peaceful and a bit creepy too. That's so neat. So the walkway here, well, the bridge-like area, so I'm going to try and keep that. And I'm not going to do a real bridge, because if you have a bridge and not going to use it, they're going to find a more convenient road to their destination. So they might go like that, and they're going to avoid taking the bridge. Try to dress it up a bit so that it looks like a bridge, but yeah, keep it ground level, and so that they use it. So that's a rather big pond. Oh yeah, there are fish in there. I was like, where are the fish? Oh, they do have a swimming pool. Okay, it's a bit creepy, actually. That looks so mundane for them. I don't know, like the barbecue. I feel like it's the one that everyone and their dad have in their backyard. Okay, so there is like a covered area over there. Do I keep it or do I make it like a gazebo? Do you have a view from there? Well, kind of. But do we keep that? Because there's no real use to it either. So it's not like dress up for Cassandra's wedding, like in The Sims 2, but like the buffet table is there. So I might do like a gazebo area or, you know, a pergola. A pergola there? How is it called? The one with the, you know, the canvas one. Maybe. Let's visit very quickly the garage. Okay. Ooh, we have a car. Okay. So yeah, a basic garage. So maybe the garage has been added afterward, or I'm trying to think of the history of the house. So why is the main entrance there? That maybe it would go like there to deliver the people to the front step, but then they would come back here. So maybe they can do something like that. Or is that like a promenade here? Trying to think. Yeah, that's the kitchen. Yes, it is. So yeah, pretty sure that's the staff entrance here. Except that it's also the access to the greenhouse. Ooh, I don't like that bit here. Rooftops are not that easy to manipulate, you know, so maybe have it a bit shorter so that it doesn't protrude here and there. Okay, let's visit the inside. Ooh, that's going to be a long episode. So first, no basement, of course, because it's from the base game, so there was a basement weren't an option, but the greenhouse here, ooh, maybe have it a bit bigger. I think I can do something there. Maybe add a basement, actually. I'll see. I suppose there is an attic, so maybe we don't need a basement, but it's an old house. And also it's a creepy one, so it might need a basement, even if I leave it empty. The main door, yeah, I don't like the texture. Also, I think the knocking ring, you know, the knocking knob, how do you call the? There is one on that door, but it's on the other side. So what is? Yeah, yeah, here it is. So, and there is also the mail slot here, and yeah, so it's on the wrong side, but it looks grander here. I think it's the wallpaper, well, the wall paneling there. And also both, not like guarding the door, the side tables. Now, for sure, side tables there. Okay, so very symmetrical. And so that's a grand staircase here. I don't like that it's that one, actually. It makes it look a bit too cheap. So maybe change the staircase also. But I do like the hallway. I think it fits the vibe of the house, that it is manor. Okay, so here, archway to the living room. Okay, it's very, the tones are very reddish. It's rather grand, so I like it so far. Oh, that's fun. 3 archways. I don't know if I'm going to keep them because there's like a direct view on backstage over there. It looks a bit more rustic, less elegant over there. So, oh, is that the kitchen? Yeah. So that's the dining room. Yeah, I'm going to do something with the windows over there. I mean, with the corner here. Have it like a square corner over there. And then leave that bay window so that there is a real bay window with a view on the graveyard. Okay. Well, it's a creepy house, so okay. View on the ancestors. Well, ghosts in The Sims 3 I really like. I think they're a lot of fun. I even had a zombie ghost once. It was in Pleasant View. I'm going to link the episode in the cards. Oh, small door here. Neat. Okay, that's this one. I like it when they are like half secret passageway like that. You like that island counter over there. So that's the kitchen. It's rather big. So that's the back door, which is not really one, I guess. I'm thinking they're going to actually enter the building through that door because it's the closest to the... Is it the front door? So yeah, we can change the holiday house light. So that's the front door. Can't do that on other doors. The greenhouse. Okay. Hello, mini cow plant. Of course, it's there. I've got the big one from the store, but it's from the store, so I'm not going to add it. But let's skip this one. Oh, I had missed that. Oh, it's such a big lot. Totally missed that. It's like a witch circle, something. I'm definitely going to use Supernatural quite a bit. Ooh, there is all over the place. It's so big. So a bathroom here. Well, half bathroom, but is it really a half bathroom when it's so big? Maybe we can do like a corridor over there, so that the kitchen is very much in a different, not wing, but is not visible from the main rooms, and that the Sims can reach the greenhouse without going through the kitchen, and also the bathroom without going through the kitchen. It'll still be quite a big kitchen, so... Okay, let's visit upstairs. The landing is there. Okay, it's big enough. So, ooh, I want to go there first. Oh, that's... Okay, that's the neat... balcony area over there with the roof wrapping around, and it's actually a small study. Maybe you can turn it into like a real, like a big library, depending on what's... Everything is matching. Like the frame is matching the walls, that are matching the desk, and matching the bookcases. Ooh, smaller door here. The big bedroom, okay. Oh, I'm going to guess it's the main bedroom because they have a view. Yeah, neat. So it goes with the description. Well, big bedroom with 3 doors there, and then access to the balcony over there. Oh, okay. So to go to the attic, you need to go through that room. Ugh. Maybe you can have the door here instead. Wow, that's a humongous bathroom. Well, is like, really? We don't need that much space. There is like nothing there. I like that there is a nook just for the bathtub and a view on the graveyard too. But then it looks very not well maintained. Oh, the toilet. The toilet has its own archway, a grand one too. Why not? Yeah, it's too big. I'm going to have it smaller. I'm going to, I think, have a wall over there. Maybe up tier there. Let's see. On the opposite side of the staircase, there are 2 doors. There are 3 bedrooms, if I remember well. So let's see this one. That's a bedroom with a very cute balcony area. Wondering what was the view from there. It's actually nice. And also on the pond. And also they can actually spot visitors coming from the road. And their private bathroom. Well, no, shared bathroom. Okay. So the whole area over there above the greenhouse is actually not really... There's like nothing. Like it's floating. Like the walls are floating. Okay, so maybe we can do something there. Door leading to that bedroom. It's L-shaped because of the bathroom. So maybe I can have it bigger. In the description it read like 3 bathrooms, I think. Was it 3.5? Because this one is a half bathroom. Well, not really because it's huge. There's nothing to shower there. Have I done the whole... Yeah, the whole floor. So let's check the attic. Oh, that's very neat. I like what they did with that cube. That's that pedestal. That's the basic one. It does look like an old crate, an old box. So, was it Mortimer's baby bed? Oh, the old couch. Oh, I like that. It's a bit of a secret area. Even though there are like not much there. Could we add like a... Oh no, it's under the roof. These are not that old. A gnome. Okay. Okay. So yeah, there's quite the view here too. Neat. Oh. There is another... Is it leading to the rooftop? Oh, I almost missed that one. That's long and there is nothing there. So, oops, that's wrong wallpaper here. Oh, okay. Still, they're in a room too. So that like it's a 2-story attic and not real balconies, well, not accessible ones, and a door leading to the rooftop. Okay. So let's do a quick overview. So that's the first floor. I'm going to include the garage. I'm going to try and keep it quite similar. Okay, so first floor, second floor with the 3 bedrooms and study here. So yeah, I might turn it into a library. And then the attic. So yeah, access to the attic, I'm going to have it more here. So that's, you don't need to go through the bedroom to go to the attic. Let's see. And this one. Okay, so yeah, I have quite a few ideas. Let's go with the Victorian/Gothic vibe here. And it said antiquated, so antiquated. So let's see what we can do there. It's going to be a 2-part episode, so 2 videos, pretty long ones too. So I'm doing the voiceovers like back to back. So hopefully my voice is not going to let me down halfway through, but we'll see. But yeah, it's a big lot, and I think I might have been the biggest residential lot I've done so far. And I'm usually, working with at maximum 40 by 40 lots for mansions in my custom walls. So here, the building parts, mostly I've changed the siding. I don't really know about, shingle walls, all the, I don't know, how they look. It's a bit too, I don't know, like cabin-like, I guess, to me. So here I replaced them with a more like smooth looking type of siding, and then I did like the greenhouse corner, the conservatory. I actually made the walls ground height, so I removed like the foundation part and remodeled a bit like the heights, but because it's still the same size, so I haven't changed the size of the house, but I've remodeled a bit the layout, let's say, the walls. And also inside, like here, I've changed like so that the tower, it's not anymore like the staircase look in profile, like it looked a bit like there was one tile back. It was one tile back on the upper floor, and then the upper floor was one tile back also, so it was like a bit of a staircase there. And also did a bit of a change around the chimney stack there. Using also walls I'm going to use a bit later for the garage that I really like. That's the walls from Late Night, I think, where you can have different layers. And I opened a bit more, opened a bit more the library corner, like the study that was there, and changed, like I flipped the stairs so that it would be like the second story for the library, so that's the third story actually, third floor. On the third floor I made it a bit more open and added a basement. So yeah, I changed the conservatory, like the greenhouse, the way you can enter it is actually on the other side for the big door, the double door. And then I put like 2 French doors, I think you call them French doors, opening on the backyard area onto what was then the swimming pool area. And it's not a swimming pool anymore, so I've changed that too. But first, the garage and its roof. So I actually did an apartment above the garage, or at least like space. I left space for it. I'm saying that because it's mostly empty. And I was thinking about the history of the house and where the living employees could live. And like maybe the household used to have a chauffeur and he lived there above the cars, or it could also be like the property's caretaker who used to live there, and then it was turned into a garage downstairs afterward, to make use of the building, even though there is no one living there anymore. So there is a staircase leading to it, a door and a window. This one that is just for one big room inside, which is empty or almost. I've just put there like a bunch of crates since there is like no one living there, so nothing to decorate for. And they don't really have any other employees except for Brunhilda. And so on to the conservatory, where I've used the same textures, the same walls I've used on the garage walls. So there are 2 walls from a late night set, and there can be like different layers, so that it is, or like they are, because there are like 2 different walls in that set, and they give like I was going to say shabby, but I'm not sure, like an older look to the walls. So then the pond, yes, worked on the footbridge there, so that it would look a bit more like a bridge. So again, I've played with constrained floor elevation so that it has a bit of an even ground, and also that the bridge is a bit bumpy at places, and also that it's more of a curved bridge. And I've used that it's in the curtains, but it's not a curtain, it's like something like to decorate a window from Island Paradise, I think. And then wallpaper to have like a pretend hole going under the bridge to kind of link the 2 areas of the pond, because there were like actually 2 different ponds, and then they are not connected. So to pretend they are connected and it's only one big pond, I've used like that wallpaper there. And I did not add the fish there, but I did add a spawner for crocodiles, I think. Well, also certainly other I don't know if only crocodiles with that spawner. I think it might be, but I'm not sure, because I've got 2 of my nieces that are spending the week here, and the youngest one, she wanted to have crocodile there, so I put crocodile there. I did tell her that they were like tiny ones, and also that it wasn't the best climate for them here, so we kind of hid them in the water lilies. I might have put a bit too many of them, actually, of these water lilies over there. I think I added also, that will be later. So then I was still with my idea of having like the front of the house, like with the front facade, having like the carriages, dropping the guests, I guess, in front of the front porch there, and then they needed to do like a U-turn, I guess. So I went with, like, I did kind of a circle. It's more like an oval, I guess, but it's to do U-turn, and it's not really a roundabout, but a kind of a private one. But I mean, there is no other routes going there. But yeah, so I put that statue there because I kind of liked it, and usually I use it for graveyards, but there was okay, it's in the on theme. And then I added like that driveway all around it, so that we can pretend that the carriages would do that. I was again with the idea that it's an antiquated house, so again I went with the idea of, you know, at what time the house was at its peak, let's say, and I tried to add things or decorate accordingly. So then the other side of the garden, and did that pergola thingy, like that tent, you know, above, like you can, when you have a reception, that it can be uninstalled, you know, like disassembled easily, like removed easily. And I actually kept earlier like the staircase in that area, but I moved it so that it's the staircase leading to the apartment above the garage. So it's not anymore like, there is not anymore like the viewpoint, the vantage point above the buffet table, that there was like a floor above it. So instead it's like a tent. And then I tackled the swimming pool. I really liked the swimming pool, but I didn't think it was like in part with on theme with the rest of the manor, and so I turned it into a fountain instead. And then I was thinking that, so I tried to reuse the same patterns that were there, but then it was a bit much because there was like less height, so two very different patterns, they were too close to each other, I guess. So instead I removed the one for the tile on the surface, and then I kept like the same type of pattern for the underwater tile. But I also made the fountain a bit more like overtaken by wilderness. The middle of it more, because the garden was well maintained, so I kept that idea, but that the fountain is a bit like it's preserved, but not as well tended to as more accessible areas of the garden, because I suppose they don't have a gardener, so I suppose they are maintaining, or maybe Brunhilda is. But yeah, it's a big garden, and so maybe they don't have, or maybe they do like that it's a bit overtaken by the greenery. Then the side garden, I really like that area, so I didn't do much there, just added a few things, rocks, and I think I changed the light, and then put the statue here on kind of a platform so that it's a bit higher, but yeah, not much there. And then yeah, I did like, so I didn't want to go full on supernatural, but have hints of it like all around the house. And so that circle here, like, was a great place to have that. So I did like a bit of a magic circle there, and I added like kind of a pattern there. And yeah, just switched the 5 pit with the moon phase thingy globe here, and yeah, so doing the pattern like on the ground. I didn't really know what to do, like what shape to give it, so I did like half a triangle, then another half of triangle. Hopefully it looks a bit mystic. Then I tackled the family's graveyard. It was a very well-maintained area already, so I just had it like a bit smaller so that there was a pathway between the house and the other area of the garden, and then I rearranged a tiny bit the graveyard so that there was kind of a pathway there, a bit more like with a more more of a logical. I'm saying that, but I'm not sure. It's my logic, so might not be as logical for somebody else. Also, I did that creepy tree because I really like it, and I've added like foggy mirrors, but maybe in the next episode, like in the next part, I think. So here, doing like some finishing touches for that first part, and adding a few more details that I was thinking about. Of course, I did some more later in the second part. Okay, so a quick tour of the outside of the house for now, with the front, the real front. The side with the graveyard, and the back with the view. So that's the garage now. The pond with the footbridge here. The greenhouse conservatory. The more like the gathering area for. I've removed the barbecue grill, but there's still the buffet. The fountain. The solar magic circle here. And the graveyard. The family's graveyard. The side garden on the other side of the house. And the driveway. So, overview of the house. So here is the main entrance now with the garage, the driveway leading to that bridge, then the front of the house. They can do a U-turn and come back here. Then the real front gate here, the front porch being there, the side garden here, then here the family's graveyard, the little magic circle here. I don't know how to call it, so I'm going to call it that. There is an entryway here for the greenhouse conservatory, one here, and then the fountain. The buffet table is under the tent here, entryway for the apartment above the garage, and here there is an entrance for the house. So here it is for now. The second part, the next episode, should be out tomorrow, if everything goes well. And yeah, I'll see you then. À bientôt!